Good afternoon and welcome back to the channel, you guys. There are new WWE action figure reveals, as well as news, as well as figures that are hidden stores, as well as the continuation of the MCU slash WWE crossover. Yes, we've been talking about this the last couple of weeks. Street Fighter and WWE, they're coming together. Roman Reigns is going to be playing Akuma, which is pretty much like the honorary Uso in the Street Fighter game. Like, he's like the top dog, bro. There ain't none bigger than your tribal chief and Akuma, being brought to you right here by Safari HNL Custom Collectibles. We're going to get into the reveals here in just a sec, but this is just something that you know we're going to see, man. Now that we're seeing the TNMT crossover, now that we're seeing also DC crossover, it's time, dude. Tribal Chief has been honored in so many cool ways. I mean, think about it, right? He's been the Shredder, he's been the Big Dog, he's now the Tribal Chief. Now you can call him the Street Fighter head of the table, man. The combination right here between fabric goods and the actual figure that you do get from Mattel right there. Mwah! Love this, man. We're going to call it a chef's kiss because this Roman Reigns could very well come to fruition, man. The more likes you drop, higher the chance you put this into actual gameplay, man. This is the game that I want to play, dude. Like, if that's what's going to be happening here in 2025, you can put me down for your tribal chief. You can put me down for Bronson Reed as one of the characters, right? Maybe Blanca. Look, there's a lot of different characters that can play out within the scenario. One thing I'm asking for is to please tribal chief, bring this right here to the table of the Figgy fan, bro. I feel like a lot of people would be digging this. We also have the final images right here as to what we're going to be getting right here with the Mattel Creations CM Punk, man. These final renders are really bringing this figure right here into life. Now, this is actually going to go live. It's going to go live next Friday. Mark it on your calendar, 6/12, 9 a.m. Put that on the list, bro, because this figure, dude, I'm telling you, at least for this time and era, this one might be the filler spot for those. Because I know a lot of people have been asking, like, dude, what about this time? What about Ruthless? What about the whole beginning, right? You think about CM Punk's beginning, at least in WWE. I mean, this guy had such a good career outside of WWE. Like, before the man even came into the squared circle of WWE, he was already killing it in the indie scene. And I feel like this figure, it's kind of giving its justice. There are a couple of concerns. Once the shirt does come off, you're gonna be like, I don't know, man, like maybe like, look, I feel like whoever ends up displaying this, like, if you're gonna be using this for actual display piece, the whole ensemble just comes together, right, man, with the shirt and the belt. But it's once that shirt comes off, once this man comes flying off the top, you're gonna be like, I don't know about the chesties, man. What's going on with them chesties? Look, I know he's had different looks, you know, throughout the career, where he's had chest hair, where he hasn't had chest hair. And I know to some people it may not be a concern. I mean, I would have to go double check the reference, you guys. From what I recall, earlier Punk definitely had a little bit of chesties going on. Not seeing it with the figure. Also, the style of body. Look, the way that I'm seeing it, it's looking pretty good right here in image, but there are people that are kind of having some concerns and doubts of what this is going to be like in hand. So, yes, definitely turn on the notification bell. We're going to do a full in-depth review on this figure. Again, it's going to go live next Friday, so definitely turn on the noti for that, because best in the world can't be determined if we don't get this figgy cracked open. You got to let it breathe, because Punk wouldn't want it any other way. Also, the top picks. 2025 Wave 4 has come in stock. Hit the link in the description below. Discount code HERO is going to save you 10% on all of them. On Cody, I really hope they ended up fixing them Cody legs, bro. Those last couple that we did get in the Elite, man, it was like a hit and miss. Really hoping that this is a hit. This Ray Ray's actually looking like a damn hit. Solo, though, yeah, I don't know. Them legs are still looking awfully rough, bro. But again, it's top picks. Usually when you get any revamps, it's an introduction into the regular Elite series. Main Event Showdown 22. They're all in stock too. Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles, Grayson and Austin, Bianca and Jade Cargill. I feel like that Bianca and Jade would probably be the banger out of the three. Now, there are official images that were unveiled a couple days back right here on Penta Cero miedo. He was actually there. He was there to see the unveils. He was there to hold the action figure. And I think he's pretty happy. I mean, there are so many good things that are going for this figure. For example, you get the introduction of those interchangeable mouthpieces. Like, you don't even need to swap out the entire scan. All you need to do is like a simple part swap on the lower half of the scan, and you got that whole either A, regular face, or B, the screaming look. Pretty excited to get this figure, man. Penta has always been very toyetic, and I do think that this man is going to be a justice piece right here in the Mattel Elite. Now, another set that has been hidden, you guys, it's the Target exclusive 4-pack. It's like it's the return of the Hall of Champions, right? You get the Bruno, you get the Ultimate John Cena, you get Roman Reigns. Well, not the Ultimate Cena. You get Ultimate Warrior and John Cena, and they all come with their own belt. So, again, I feel like the highlight, at least when it comes to the belt piece, it's got to be that piece that Bruno's wearing around the waist. Also, you guys have been looking for that chase, that running figure for Elite. I think this is, Elite Series 117. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I know it sounds crazy, but the SummerSlam pack that is being found right there at retail should have it, so good luck hunting, you guys. I mean, this one should be pretty difficult to find. There are some in the second market, but yeah, you don't even want to get into that. 3XR Studios, my boy coming over here with a 3JC special. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, it's JC Matteo, right? So it's the 3. You got to do the 3. You got to bring it all. And I feel like 3XR, he brought it all, man. This is looking like a straight banger, man. Heteration. I believe he was the one that did supply the scan on that. And then the final touches, man. 3XR is always doing great work. If you guys have been a fan of the channel, you know how much we love to feature this guy, man. He is always killing it out the park. My question is how is Mattel going to answer? What style of body are they going to go with? I do believe that this one is based off the Big E. Really interested to see whether they give him a new introduction as far as sculpt, because, again, it's a very unique sculpt. I don't think you could really use anybody, unless if you go back to Big E, but then if Big E ends up returning, it's like, dude, why the hell are you wearing my body? Muscle, bro. Coming in here with an insane custom. Now, we actually ended up talking about this John Cena that's going to go live right there. Also is the Mattel Creations next Ultimate Edition exclusive. As cool as this figure is, as awesome as all these belts are, I don't believe that the blood and guts can be brought right here by Mattel. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong, but it could very well happen. Maybe if they do like a ring set exclusive, like AEW has tapped into that realm, but I do think that WWE could very well be shifting into that. I mean, think about this. About a year back, they finally introduced the very first wrestling WWE figure with actual blood, right? So, blood and guts, Mattel, make this happen. D Young Customs also making things happen. A lot of people have been talking about this, right? Elite Series 118, what has been going on with that bloodline option as far as body, torso, legs? There's a whole bunch of concerns right now with these figures. So I do see a lot of people in the community that are taking these figures and revamping them, man. Whether it's Ultimate Edition, I don't know. Look, I know it's their first go around and it's not their first rodeo, but Mattel, man, you guys got to come in here with some kind of save for the following set. Thank you, R-Truth, man. This is so crazy. So many releases lately. Apparently there are more. Carlito was also released, but with R-Truth, man, there is so much heat being captured. I don't know if this is the end, man. And this is what I'm saying. Thank you, R-Truth, man. Hashtag R-Truth is the man, bro, because this guy is the man. I mean, he did so much for so long. So the fact that there was no contract renewal, I don't know. My next concern is Karrion Kross, but we're going to get into that. One thing that I want to get into is the G.I. Joes, man. That's right. Why are we talking about G.I. Joes when this is WWE figure news? Well, it's Sergeant Slaughter, man. They announced a bunch of new G.I. Joes figures a few days back, and I was like, yeah, put me down for the Sarge, man. Anytime you bring the Sarge right here and the G.I. Joe lineup, he always does pretty well, so pretty intrigued, though. But give me your thoughts. Let me know what you guys think of all the brand new WWE action figure reveals. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Drop a like. Hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you, my friends, on the next one.